All right, guys, I got a few items. Well, not few, a couple, two items. I'm going to open them on camera here for you. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, or perhaps welcome back to my channel. This is KK All Night, and here I focus on fashion, style, and outfit inspiration with a heavy emphasis on the outfit inspiration. This video is a short clip of 2 items I recently picked up, so if you enjoy it, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, as well as hitting that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Again, hope you enjoy. The first is from Fashion Nova, which I typically don't shop with the exception of their Luxe line. They have really nice suits, and currently I have, let's see, I have like 3 or 4 of their suits. And this will be an addition. I only get them when they're on sale. I've said it before, my one gripe with Fashion Nova is kind of the return policy. I like a retail store where if you have a return and you need, not a return, but an exchange, they send the item out as soon as the return package is scanned at the post office. But Fashion Nova, they have to have it back at their warehouse, scanned in. And so in the meantime, the size you need could sell out. So what you end up doing is sending this back. That's a charge. And then buying the size you want, that's a charge. But the second part of that is they do not do returns to your credit card. Only thing it is store credit. So now you, if you get something and it's the wrong size, your options are wait and maybe not get it, or go ahead and get the size, but now you have a credit for what you originally paid, plus the fact the item may not be on sale anymore. So here we go. Guys, I think I'm going to like it. I will either get a 1X or an XL. The XL is a little tight across the tummy and just a smidge. I can still button the jacket, but just a smidge across the chest area. But the 1X is too large. I have to move the buttons and get the pants taken in, and that's another expense. So while I think the most I paid for a suit here was maybe $125, $130, which is not a bad price for a suit. But guys, I'm cheap. So if I'm paying that much and then I have to turn around and get it altered, it doesn't sit well with me. So I will wear some foundation garments. I think that's the better plan for me. So this is the jacket. We got to steam that. But what I love are these flowers that start at the top shoulder, go down across the front, and end on this sleeve. So I guess I can try on the jacket right here. Let's make sure I got the size I said I did, XL. Now, some of you may be thinking this baby blue is going to be for springtime, but I'm going to wear it all year long. It actually might be a little bit warm for spring or summer unless you're going to be in the air conditioning, which I am. So I'm going to button it. You may hear some noise on the mic. So glad I got the extra large. The 1XL would have been too large under the arms. And of course, you want to wear a button to get that cascading effect. I'm surprised though that it's only one button. I would have thought it would have been another one right here. I may pin it so you really get that effect of the cascading flowers. It is, it could be a smidge shorter here, but I'm okay. I wouldn't necessarily push them up because then again, you lose the effect with the flowers. The flowers go all around this sleeve, which is a nice touch. For some reason, when I looked at it on site, I thought they were more 3D, more made out of like that scuba knit fabric, but this is pretty. I am pleased. So I will come back for you and try on the complete suit, but this is a good indicator. Pretty sure I'm going to just, have to wear some Spanx on the bottom so that my little fupa doesn't show. And now for the second item, which I have been wanting for quite some time, but I couldn't bring myself to pay the price for it. So from Saks, and I got it for $130 plus, no, $120 plus $10 shipping, which I wasn't happy about, but very happy that I have managed to be able to get an Andrea Iyamah piece, and it's that mushroom shirt. I don't know if that's what you call it, but here it is. Large was the largest size. I got a large. The one thing I'm not a fan of is this part in the back. Y'all know I will be wearing my grandma underwear right up under it. So I will put this on and style this too. That's very pretty. I hope it looks on me as great as it does on everyone that I've seen it on. So hang on and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I am picking up what Fashion Nova is putting down. Just as I suspected, it's a tad bit tight around the waist. I can still sit though comfortably. It has some give and stretch. I could wear this all day. I might not want to eat, you know, a super big meal. And it will look much better also once I steam out some of these wrinkles. You know, Fashion Nova loves the tall girlies. So this is how high this heel I have on, and it's going to graze the ground, which I can appreciate, but I think I want just a tad bit more of my shoe to peep out. So depending upon what shoes I plan to wear this with, I may get it hemmed just slightly. Let's see. I actually love the detail. Let's see, on the sleeve, you can see it's this little part of the inside of the flower and then the petal. I just wish they would kind of poof up some. So we'll see if we could do that. Definitely getting the extra large was the way to go. So I know going forward, if I do choose to purchase any more suits from the Luxe line, I need an extra large. Although I went up and counted, I have 4. This will be my 5th. So I think I can chill on that. And the best way for me to do that is just to not go on the site. There's plenty of suits that I really like that I could pick at this time, but the ones that I got actually really did speak to me, and maybe that can be a future Wednesday upload, is trying on all of my suits. That's an endeavor. So that is it buttoned. Like I said, I think I want it closed, so I would probably put a pin right there. So I have a pale pink one that has rhinestone embellishments. I would have opened it in a haul in one of my previous Wednesday uploads. And what I love about it is that the embellishments are all over the front and the back of the jacket and the front and back of the pants. I have a fuchsia one. I think it's supposed to be a Zara dupe. If you guys remember, there's like a hot pink jacket with these big fluffy fur sleeves. Not sleeves, but just on the wrist. I have been looking for that. I found it on Poshmark, but they still want like $300, $200 for that, which was out of my price range, especially when I got a whole suit for, like I said, 100, maybe 120, 130. The sleeves aren't quite as puffy as the one from Zara, but it does the trick for me. The other one I have is, it has like a Hawaiian tropical floral print. It's like on black as a background, and then it has these vibrant colors all throughout the suit. And then my last one, it's been a minute since I wore that. It's actually sheer, but it has these colorful daisy appliques, so they're 3D all over the jacket and the pants. I've worn the jacket. The problem with the pants, again, Fashion Nova is tall girl friendly, so they are extremely tall, but I really don't want to cut it and mess up the hem with the appliques. So I just have to wear really high shoes with it. And possibly, I think what I did was I folded it over once, but you can only fold it over so much before it gets too short in the crotch. So yeah, I would say this was definitely a win. I think this was $100. All right, so let me get on the Andrea Iyamah piece and we can talk about that. Okay, I love it. see, make sure you guys can hear me. I love it. I see why she made this a bodysuit, because you don't want this sheer part like coming up. But even at a large, and even with my granny panties on, I still feel like this thong part is going too far up my butt. And it's not even a thong, it's more like a T-strap. But I can also appreciate it because depending upon where your pants hit, maybe because I'm bustier, the rise on the bodysuit part is a little bit bigger. You will see the bodysuit peeking out, so I can appreciate it being all attached. These pants are Zara. A friend of mine gave them to me. She bought 2 pair accidentally. And rather than return it, she said, you know what? Do you just want them? And I said, yes, I do. But I think I need to get the hem taken out a little bit more. And then I paired it with these John Fluvog, I think. These are made in Portugal. I know they look like cartoon shoes, but I love the architectural shape of them. If you Google this designer, he is very prominent and known for kind of like his avant-garde designs. I love the olive and wine color on this. Obviously, if I wore this, I would use or have on wine colored lipstick. And yes, I do plan to wear it to work. These pants, the pant length is like too short for them to be purposely cropped and not long enough for them to be like a regular length for me. I need it to kind of cover, let's see, cover like the top foot part of my foot there. So that's an easy fix with taking that hem out. Sometimes I have taken a hem out and not even finished it. One, because if it's not really jagged and it's all the way at the bottom, even if someone is checking out your shoes, they're really not going to notice it. So sometimes I feel like it's not even worth it. But I do love this. Right now, I just have a bra under it. Obviously, wearing it to work, I would wear a black tank top. It has these gorgeous sunset colors of yellow, orange, and then down to the burgundy. That's the back. I feel like there's more orange in the back at the bottom. So not opposed to maybe wearing it reverse. I don't know what that's going to do for all this situation down here, but I'm definitely into trying it. So yeah, like I said, I think with shipping, this ended up being $130, and the original price of these were like in the $300. She reissues them every season in different colors. I think this was the first version that she had that was in the ombre. I first saw this on Carrie Spence, and I just thought it was so gorgeous. Andrea Yama also had a pair of olive wide leg pants that were kind of corseted up here, and she's produced versions of that, but not quite like that first one with the tie in the back. And I've seen some dupes and they just don't do it justice. So I am also on the lookout for those. But these were the 2 new in items that were not thrifted. So very, very happy with these 2 purchases. Glad I got a large. Obviously, with all this volume, a medium up top might have worked, but I needed it for the bottom half because, like I said, even now, like there's not much give to kind of pull it down. So, cursed with big boobs, I guess. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Okay, I just wanted to come back. I did flip it around. So this is it backwards. You could definitely wear it either way. So on the front, it goes from the yellow to the burgundy wine, and on the back, it goes from the yellow to the orange, burnt orange. Actually, it feels more comfortable this way, but a lot harder to fasten this way. And now looking at it with, as if I had flats, I'm barefoot, but if I had flats, I do like it like this. The length is okay for flats, but I still think since I wear more heels, I would get the hem taken out a little bit. And then if I want to have flats, it can just pull at the bottom. One thing to be aware of, if you're considering a piece like this wide sleeve gets hooked. It gets hooked on my door handles twice, coming down the stairs and just now going in the closet. And that would be such a shame to rip this delicate fabric. I'm sure it could be sewn back up, and while people probably wouldn't notice, if you had a good seamstress, you would know. It has this kind of silky sheen finish to it, and it's accordion type, so I'm assuming it is dry clean only. And the thing about wearing it backwards is you have the tag here. For me, I would probably wear a white tank top under it if I wanted to wear it this way to kind of camouflage for that tie. A lot of people would say just cut the tag out, which you can, But if you are like me and you resell your items once you're sure that you're done with them, that would definitely detract from the value, because there is no way to show that this is an authentic Andrea Iyama piece. So I think I'm going to put my tag in there, but ideally that tag would have been down in the bottom portion so that you could definitely wear it backwards. I guess that wasn't her intention when she designed it, but I certainly plan on rocking it both ways. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Thank you to all my current subscribers. I do appreciate you so much. And if you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do.